Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac. Today we're going to be talking some placeables. That's right, we're going to be looking at two, not one, but two mod packs by BD Modding. These are the production pack Forest and then the production pack Fruits and Vegetables. And we're going to do this quick and dirty. I've played with them just a little, just to make sure they didn't like blow my game up. That's it. So I really haven't looked at them, so a lot of this is kind of going to be like my first impression of what each one of these looks like, and kind of excited to see what they look like. It's a whole production chain that starts with logs, pretty much, and then extends all the way down, and there's all different kinds of stuff that we can make with it. I'm going to try to squeeze all of it in to one episode. Why? It's a global company mod, and you kind of get the idea what global company mods are in. Product in, product comes out. Nothing super complicated. And with that, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be like hauling stuff. I'm going to just buy it from the production itself, get it working, and see what it does. That's really all I'm going to do. So let's just jump right into it. I say we get into it and look at it real quick. So you go into the shop, and it's actually not under placeables. It's here under objects, and you have these three extra categories here that it adds to the game. Now, of course, all this is in German, but some of it is translated. So real quick, we'll open up the production pack Forest, and you can see there's a sawmill, tree trunk packaging, which what I'm assuming that does is it takes logs and puts it into like a pallet of logs. That's what I'm assuming. Then you have Euro pallets, you have cardboard, I'm assuming boxes. Then you have wooden box production. I'm not sure what those are for. And then you have a small sawmill. So what's the difference? A big sawmill makes boards, pallets, and squared timbers can be produced in this sawmill. So it makes three different items, where this sawmill only makes board pallets. That's it. So a little difference there. You have the sell point here, and that's it for the forest pack. And before we jump into it, let's just jump in and we'll put these down. I have this big, huge placeable area I leveled out because this stuff is big, and you can see this is the sawmill. I have global company enabled because of course you have to have a global company enabled. I'll leave my grumblings to myself. Alright, so we'll slap this bad boy down, and that's the sawmill. $200,000 for the sawmill. Pretty basic. It's pretty much exactly like the one that I've been using on Beaver Creek. It's not a whole lot different, really, at all. No, that's where fuel goes in, wood chips come. I mean, it's a little different in its configuration, but not much. Now, it does have these really nice information boards on them. And what we'll do is we'll jump in right here. We'll hit R to open up product menu. And we're just going to go ahead and fill this thing up. We're going to buy a bunch of logs and a bunch of fuel. And we should get wood chips, boards, pallet, and squares. Not sure what that is, but we'll get it to work here. Let's fast forward a little. Or is it going to be... Oh, I bet... Is it going to be one of those where it won't spawn? You're going to have to spawn it itself. Let's see. Or, let's see. No, it should... Okay, yeah, you'll have to spawn pallets. It won't auto-spawn the pallets, so you're going to have to go in and spawn the pallets. So let's add... let's see, can we... Not enough in there to spawn a pallet yet, but we'll speed this up real quick. Alright. Now let's see. I just want to see what the pallets look like real quick. And probably need 4,000. Yep. So there's... We'll spawn a pallet there. And the squares still haven't filled a pallet. But there's a board pallet right there. You can see it. It's nicely detailed. The boards look really, really nice. I mean, it's got a little label. It's got... I mean, a really nice pallet that they're on there. I want to get these ends done real quick. Let's fast forward one more little clip. Alright, now let's see if we can spawn a pallet here. Yep, and we'll spawn that pallet and we'll see what that looks like. So there's the boards. Where did the other one spawn? Oh, you can see there's a animation as you fill up with logs. You get this stack here. Here's where the fuel goes in. Okay, here's wood chips. And they'll fill, they'll heap up right here. And then here is the ends. Okay, so it's just like little tiny pallets. That's pretty cool. Made in Germany, 5,000 liters. Okay. So nice models for the pallets. Definitely really nice models for the pallets. Again, just a basic sawmill, input logs, and fuel, which I'm assuming can be straw or wood chips. That's usually what it is. Not sure. You'll have to find out on your own. And then that's what you have. All right, let's go on to the next one because we're going to burn through these as fast as we can. We don't want to spend tons of time on them. We're going to go with the small sawmill just real quick. We'll tuck that in right back there. Let's just take a look at this small sawmill real quick. Again, same model that's been in the game for a while. I know this was a model in 17 for sawmills. So now we have this. Again, these nice, I like these little information screens. They're very nice. So again, it takes logs. So we'll fill this up with logs. 150,000 liters of logs. We'll fill this up with fuel. 50,000 liters of fuel. And what was our output? You get wood chips and boards pallets. So it makes exactly the same thing. You get your pile of wood chips here, and then it makes the big board pallets like you see there. That's what I'm assuming. And we'll leave that running and we'll come back. I don't see it making anything else. So you get an extra product with this. That's why it's bigger and costs more. Where this one, you only get the one product to sell or the one product to use for production. So I'm assuming these probably aren't used for production. We'll find out here shortly. It's probably just the boards that go into production. All right, jumping on to the next part of the forest pack. Tree trunk packaging. I'm just curious to see what that is. We're going to tuck that in right over here. Nice and tiny little place. It's a cool looking building. I think it's a really cool looking building. Let's see, is there a little information screen here somewhere? Nope. So tree trunk packaging, input logs, output trunk pallet. So there's no info screen, but we can go ahead and fill it up. So let's fill it up, hit space. And is this animated? Oh, if I wish that crane was animated. That would be so cool if it was. Crane is not animated. But you do get this pile of logs that shows up when it's full. Let's fast forward just a little bit. You see that pile of logs starts depleting and depleting, and it's all right. Now, I guess we have to spawn pallets. Okay, so it's already full, 86,000 liters. Let's go ahead and add a couple. We can spawn 3 pallets at a time. We hit plus. Okay, so that's what you get. You get these are that's pretty cool. So if that's something you could do. You could put this way out in the forest, and if you don't like loading, say you don't like loading logs, you could drag your logs to this point, put them all in here, and then what's going to happen are you'll get these pallets that spawn, these tree trunk pallets. And I'm assuming, and we're going to test it real quick, I'm assuming you can take these and put them in with the logs. I'm going to assume. If not, then I guess these would just be for sale, which I'm kind of like, it'd be really cool if you could just add these to the fill point right here, and then that way you don't have to load anything. So let's drop it. It did. It filled it. See, so these pallets will fill for logs. Really, really cool touch. So you could put this out in the forest, make these pallets. You could use an auto-loading trailer, which I put in my last Talking Placeables, the auto-load pack by BD Modding. I'm assuming works probably great with this because it's the same mod author. You can load these pallets up if you'd rather just load them by the pallet, which those are actually, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat stuff. And then you can take those pallets to your sawmills. Very, very cool. Neat little touch. Neat little addition here. You can see we already have wood chips here, and we'll come back. Well, let's see if we can just spawn a pallet real quick while we're here. Board pallet. Why? It's not going to let me spawn a pallet? Ooh, these must be bigger. Because how big are these pallets over here? 8,000 liters. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. All right, on to the next part in the force pack. Kind of see we're gonna move through this quickly. I'm not gonna get too crazy. Before we do anything, let's go ahead and put this sell point down. We'll just drop it right there, and then what that will do is it'll give us prices. It'll propagate the prices. So now you can see we have apples, pears, tomatoes, watermelons, salad or lettuce, biomass, and I'll show you that here later, compost. These look like plastic bins or wooden boxes. I think these are wooden boxes, but we'll find out. And then you have two different kinds of boards, and I don't know what these are in English, sorry. And then you have, looks like board pallets or log pallets, so you can take those pallets of logs. And then you have just empty pallets, plastic, and then these are wooden boxes too. So yeah, I'm assuming. So with this log sell point, you can sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, and it looks like the best deal is the pallet. Probably you get pretty good money for just empty pallets. So you can bring any of those products over to that sell point we placed. And what's really nice is you can put this anywhere. You can decorate it up. You can put it in front of already existing buildings on your map. So you can do a whole lot with it. All right, let's go back into the force pack. So we looked at the sawmill, tree trunk packaging. Let's jump in here and look at the Euro pallet. And what we'll do is we'll just drop that bad boy right there. Speed over. See, I got a little something there, and I'll talk to you here later. So this is the Euro board pallet. Euro pallet production. Input is wooden boards. Output is pallets. So you take these guys, and I can't run, otherwise I'll drop it. And I don't know where you add them. I'm assuming right here. Find out. Okay. I'm a little too strong. Oh, you can fly on those like the magic carpet if you hold them right. Maybe we put them here. There you go. Yep, you put them in right there. So you bring your boards over here, put them there, and then you should get pallets. So let's speed this up real quick. All right, we have 5,000 liters. I wonder how big a pallet is. Spawn a pallet, and then there's your pallets. Again, pretty basic, 5,000 liters in each stack. Really nice, detailed, real high def. It's not any low res stuff. It looks really nice. The building models are very nice, very nice, very well done. I mean, they're not animated. None of the doors or anything open. I tried earlier. I mean, they're more like a static object, but they do have function, and I think that is very nice. All right, so we have pallets. Cardboard is made from wood chips, water, and Euro pallets. So, and I'm sure when it says Euro pallets, it just means pallets. Go on to the next building. So this is the cardboard building. This one, I've seen this model before. This is an older model. Pretty sure. And you can tell the windows look a little low res. The signs look good though. Could be wrong. Alright, let's jump in here. Again, nice little details. You got cones. You got like your water input. All this stuff places very well. Of course, I did it on flat ground. Let's just go ahead and Euro pallets come from the pallet factory we just did. So let's just go ahead and fill this up with pallets. and water. You can buy water, which costs money. It costs us like $80,000. The best thing to do would be get a mod like a water fill point. I really don't like mods like this that take water. I mean, it's 2020. You think this factory would already have running water? I don't know. I think it's just kind of there's no point in placing it other than to make people cart water. I don't know. I don't like that. All right. So, and then wood chips, which we get from our sawmills. So all Euro pallets from our pallet factory, water from wherever, and wood chips from our sawmills. And then this should start up. Is there an animation? I mean, these both have the same sound. There's no smoke coming out of it. Again, I don't see any smoke come out of these. You have your pallet stack, you have your wood chips, so that animation comes in. But it'd be nice if there was like a smoke coming out of it or something like that. Let's speed up just real quick. Alright. And then, there we go. Let's go ahead and spawn a pallet, and we'll see what that looks like. Oh, that's nice. It's very nice. Little cardboard. Flats of cardboard. I guess you would have to fold these, but I like it because it has a nice plastic wrap to it. Again, a nice label, nice palette. Very, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Like I said, it would be really nice if there was maybe some animations coming out of the building, but very nice. I like it. All right, on to the next one. Wooden box production. Not quite sure what this involves, but we'll go ahead and put it down. Again, I'm not going over the huge details. I mean, you can see the prices of these things. The big sawmill's $200,000. This trunk, this isn't very expensive at all. Just $5,000. I mean, you could put multiples of those down in a forest, and you're not out much. And they're very useful, especially if you don't want to load logs. I think this is so far one of the better ones I like in the pack. Pallets 50, cardboard 30, wooden box 10. Then the small sawmill is 50. Again, the only difference is this one gives you an extra product to sell. Just to sell. It's not used in production. It's just an extra item that you can sell. And then here's the wooden box production. But where did we put that? Oh, right here. A neat little building. Very basic building. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Very basic building. Nice, you know, these info boards are nice. So we'll go ahead and spawn in our pallets. And then, so this takes boards from the sawmill, pallets from the pallet factory. And then that's it. That's all you need. And it creates wooden boxes. Oops, saving. So there's your stack of pallets, which is, I like that. I like as you fill up, at least you kind of have a measure that there's stuff there. Same with the boards. It shows a stack of boards. And then let's go ahead and we'll speed this up real quick again so we can see some stuff get made. There we go. Let's go ahead and spawn a pallet so we can see what that looks like. And there it is. Right there. And this is a wooden box. Now, you can sell all these items. Maybe not the wooden boxes. Yeah, there's no prices for these, so you must use those here later on in a production. Same with the baskets. There's no prices. And I think I know what these are for. I think these are for your orchards, which we'll look at here in just a minute. All right, and that is the forest pack, pretty much. Let's get an aerial view just real quick. Sorry, that took about 19 minutes. I'm going through this as fast as I can because it's a lot of stuff to cover. Now, each one of them are pretty much all the same. They do similar functions. Again, no animations. A couple of them have sounds. I mean, the sawmill there lights up, so there's some working lights on it. But everything else is pretty basic. Pretty basic stuff, but it works. Has function, and so far we have no errors, not a one. So there's pluses for that. All right, now all this stuff that we just did, you can sell, or you can take it a step further and get into this stuff. Now this stuff is very, very cool, and it's very nicely done. First thing we'll do is we'll put down this little cell point, and this little cell point is so cool. I love it. I love this little cell point. It is this little tent like you would find like at a little farmer's market. I mean, you have your fresh cut salad, your tomatoes, your plastic bins of fruit, your crates of apples and pears. I just love it. I think it is so cool. It's a neat little model, and I definitely like this kind of stuff. Got a little bench. It's really cool. Again, a little farmer's market looks really neat. Now, let's look at prices now that we've placed that down. Again, it looks like you don't get anything for these, which I'm assuming that's the wooden crates. You don't get anything for the plastic bins, and you have to buy those. You don't get anything for the compost or the biomass. And then, so here's your prices for apples, pears, tomatoes, watermelons, and salad. All right. Now, before we get on to anything else, what I want to show you is in this pack, right here, this is kind of an accessory pack, and this comes with the fruit and the fruit production. So you can get apple pallets. So I'm assuming that's what we made, these crates. And to check, let me do this real quick. We'll just do this real quick. You can change the color of it, which is, you got standard blue, you got brand new, you got alt, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know. That's apple. That's pear. I don't know what each one of these, I really don't know what these mean. I don't know what this I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's reusable? But that's the pallet. I wonder what that's for. We'll find out here in just a second. And then you also can buy these plastic containers, which you will need here momentarily, and I'll show you what for. And then what else can we get here? We can buy just a compost bag, buy a compost pallet, and then it has these placeable bunkers. And I already placed one down, but we'll drop another one in over here, and I'll show you how you get compost with this pack. So with the pack, you have these bunkers you can put down, and then if I'm reading this right, they accept all these products. It looks like wood chips. You got hay, straw, grass, pig food. That's like chaff. Not quite sure what that is. It looks like manure, potatoes, sugar beets. I mean, all different kinds of products. Pretty much all different kinds of fill types. Silage. It also accepts biomass and compost, so it looks like you can probably recycle what you have. Now, eggs. You can put eggs in here. That's what that is. Hey, you know, in my compost pile, I have eggshells, so why not? Now, so how this works is I went ahead and covered it, and we already have, this is taking a long time. It's at 27%, and we've been running for 8 hours. So this takes some time. And what you do is you grab your handy dandy trailer and you cheat in. I put in straw on that last one and it worked. Let's grab sugar beets. Let's go ahead and just grab a whole trailer load of sugar beets. Because you always end up with tons of sugar beets. You don't fall off the ledge here. And then what you do is you drive this in and you put in your biomass. You can see it filling up here. And I think you kind of know which way this is going. But it is quicker than your standard kind of operation when it comes to stuff in a bunker. Now, I've played with compost on a couple different maps. The first time ever was with Emerald Coast. CCS 101 made this really, really cool compost factory called Razwood. You put in different products into the factory, and then you got a pre-compost out of the factory. Then you would take that pre-compost to a custom bunker. It worked like chaff. You'd put it in the bunker. You would have to compact it, and then after it was compacted, you could cover it and it would ferment just like silage. La Coronella, I'm playing on multiplayer right now, is the same way. You dump in sugar beets, straw, sugarcane, some other items, and it'll give you biomass. Then you compact it. You have to drive over it just like you would silage and then cover it. This, on the other hand, says fill level biomass. It says compacting 0, right? Nothing there at all. And I'll leave the F1 menu up so you can see that you pretty much just run over it and you're done. It's compacted. Now it'll keep moving around so you can level it, but it's already 100% compacted just from one little run. It will spread out so you can put more and more in the bunker, but as for actual compaction, it's immediate. It's just immediate. Once it's compacted, hit R, and then you start making compost. The reason why you need compost is because every one of these take compost and water. Compost and water. Compost and water. It looks like wooden boxes, so that's where our wooden boxes go, or to the tree plantation. Where this one, you don't add anything, and I'm sure the production is way higher here. You got, then here it takes compost. It looks like cardboard boxes and some other stuff. Here it takes looks like the watermelon one takes plastic containers. The same with the salad, so you have to buy the plastic containers. Tomatoes, I mean, you can see everything takes compost here. It does. Now the big greenhouses will take manure and compost. The small ones will take manure and compost. Now the fruit places only take compost. They do not take manure. So you have to have compost for the fruits. Let me cut this off. Speaking of fruits, let's just get into it. Let's quit talking. So we're going to jump in the fruit pack. I'm going to show you each one of these very quick. Real quick is the apple tree. Again, these are just very, very basic. So we'll plop down this apple tree, put on our Nikes. We'll run over here real quick. There's the apple tree. Nice little apple tree. Nicely modeled. I mean, it's a tree. Water, input, water. So we'll hit we'll hit max by 1,500 liters at a time. We'll put max by 1,400 liters of compost, and then you have a little bit of compost around the base of the tree. So let's fast forward just a tad bit. Now, I guess you have to spawn. Yeah, see, in this pack, they're going to make you spawn all the pallets, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of tedious and it's a pain, but at the same time, it helps with frame rates because you don't have all these pallets all over the place. So there's pluses there. We don't have enough yet. We don't have enough yet, so we'll come back to that because I'm running out of daylight here. Let's drop at the pears. And I can show you, I mean, you can see the color of the apples there. You can see the color and the shape of the pears. They do look like pears. Let's do this here too. Max. And we'll do the same with compost, max. There we go. Excellent. We'll come back to that in just a minute. So, trees, inputs, and then you get fruit out. We'll jump over here to the apple tree plantation. Much, much larger production. We'll drop it down, and then while we're at it, we'll just drop down the pear because it's pretty much exactly the same, except it's pears and one's apples. Again, neat little mod, very neat little mod. These boards come out, see, and then you can drive in here, which is really, really cool. Neat because you have to dump your products here. You have to drive them in here. This is neat. It's a cover you can put over top of your stuff. There's no collision on it, but I think it looks cool. And then of course you have your info board here. So water, just like anything else. And again, I'm like, why do we have to bring water? Why? Why can't it just be attached to water? It's modern times, for goodness sakes. But we'll buy water real quick. Compost real quick. Now this one needs pallets from the pallet factory. So you would bring those over. And then it needs wooden boxes from the last factory that makes the wooden boxes. Not the cardboard boxes, but the wooden boxes. Or you can think of them like crates. Now all those productions are up and running, and then you have your stack of pallets right here, which is kind of scattered about, which are cool. You have all your wooden boxes, and then you have your orchard right here. Like I said, you can come over here and you can put a cover on top of your compost so it doesn't get wet. I think it's pretty neat. Jump over here, do the exact same thing quickly, and then we'll fast forward these so we can take a look at them. And all right, so that's those. Like I said, it is getting late. Let's we'll look at all the pallets, and actually let's just do that. We'll just fast forward. We can always, plus we can kind of see what this stuff looks like at night. We still got daylight, so let's run over here now and let's see if we can spawn a box. There you go. Yep, it's getting kind of full. So let's go ahead and spawn. We have a little apple box with 250 liters of apples. And then if you look at the price, we get $1,340 probably per 1,000 liters. So this is a quarter of that. So, you know, $300-400. Let's go ahead and spawn a crate of pears. You get the gist here. Let's go over here. Let's go ahead and spawn a pallet of our handy dandy apples. And now you have a bunch of crates of apples here, 5,000 liters. So that, and this is in normal. Oh no, this is start from scratch. So this is easy, or normal economic difficulty. So 1340 times 5, I'm assuming. So that pallet's worth a lot of money. A lot of money. But it took a lot to get here, unless you just want to buy this stuff. That's the other great thing about these mods. You don't have to even log. You can just put them in, buy the stuff, and sell the pallet. I mean, if that's what you're into. I'm not judging. Play the game how you want to play. You do you, boo-boo. That's what I say. Alright, so let's go over here. And we'll fire this up. We'll add a pallet, just because we can say that we looked at all of them. 5,000 liters. Boom. It only took, you know, 2 or 3 hours, and you're making money. But if you did it the right way, first you had to get your logging operation up to make the pallets and the wooden boxes. Then you had to get your compost stuff up and running. And pretty much, you know, you've dumped some money into getting this up and running. But once it's up and running, it's really cool. All right, now on to the next part, which are the greenhouses. And I'm going to put all these down in kind of one whack, because I don't want to spend too much more time on this mod pack. So we have tomatoes, we have watermelons, we have salad. Alright, so you have 3 small greenhouses, 3 small ones. Again, very nice models, nice detail, nice reflection on the grass. You can see here it puts out scrap master or chaff, which can be turned into, you guessed it, compost. So this is everything is reusable. Nice little thing here. And doors open, sound animation. Info board is right here. So we'll go over here and we'll fill all this stuff up. So water, compost, and then pallets. It says Euro pallet, but it's a pallet. And then cardboard boxes or cardboard crates. I think of them as like the little flats that you find like vegetables in. And then you can see our output is tomatoes and biomass. It's not even chaff. It's the actual biomass for the compost. So that's you get that stuff back out. So that's what this is the cardboard, or these little things here. And then once this is filled up, you can see here's your Your pallets of cardboard already wrapped. God, I hope it doesn't rain on that. And then those should be inside probably. And then your pallets here. It's pretty cool. I like it because they're not like a perfect flat row. It just looks used, which I think is really cool. Again, now this is a little different. See, those had cardboard. These have these plastic bins, which you have to buy. You have to buy these plastic bins. Like I showed you here, you're looking at $50 per 5,000, so very, very inexpensive. And I'm assuming, while we're here just real quick, oh, there's a sound. We're going to have to watch this because I wonder if this has like a spraying animation. I hear a sound. Is anything moving? Just a sound. Oh, this thing here. Okay. I guess you just throw your empty plants and stuff and you get... That's cool. That is pretty cool. That's a nice touch. Nope, none of the fans are moving. No spray. That has stopped for now. So I guess it comes and goes, but we'll try that here in a minute. So what I wanted to do real quick is let's buy one of these pallets again, and let's buy where was it at? Oh, collecting pallet. So there's an apple one, and then I'm gonna do this one. So there's two pallets here. This one, there's this one. Now I'm wondering if, yep. So this automatically picks, so I bet you can drop that right there, and as those spawn in, it'll pick them up. We'll come back and check that here in a minute. And then what I'm going to do real quick, let's get rid of this. I'm going to try the other kind of pallet because I don't know what it does, and I want to find out. So let's get the PEAR mega pallet, and I bet you it's the amount it can hold. No, they both say 5,000 liters. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but we'll grab a blue one. So, and then we'll put this over by the pears. We'll see, does this collect? Yep. Yep, that's what it does. Is it collects so you don't have to pick up the crates. Very, very, very nice touch. You just drop, it's almost like the egg pallets by McKnight. You just drop those in. And one crate's 5%, so this will hold, what, 20 crates? Cool. Very cool. Alright, back to where we were. Watermelons. I got distracted. Alright, let's buy this up real quick. Buy this up real quick. And then get all this stuff up and running. Alright, so you can see pallets, plastic containers, water, and compost. That's working. So you have your plastic containers kind of scattered around, pallets, same model. And then this one right here is plastic containers also. Let's just get this fired up real quick. Because why else? Sorry this video is running a little long, but a lot of stuff in these two packs, and I didn't want to split it up in two videos. I probably should have, but I didn't want to. Alright, we'll come back to those in just a minute. Now, last thing on the pack is we have big giant greenhouses. 3 different types: tomatoes, salad, and watermelons. These things are massive. Massive, massive, massive buildings. These things are huge. Look at them. You are definitely in the business making stuff. These are industrial greenhouses. Alright, there we go. This is the watermelon greenhouse. Big, huge building. Monster building. Doors open. You can drive through them. Nice little touch. You have these big, huge beds. Where is our info screen? Right here at the tool bench. That's kind of cool. Again, water. And you get watermelons and biomass. So water. That's compost. It may take manure. You'll have to try. It may. It could. You never know. And the reason why I say it may take manure is 'cause if you look here, there's manure listed, manure and compost for the greenhouses. So it may take either or. It may. But you're going to have tons of compost once you get up and running. Tons of it. So let's see. Okay, yep, there's our bins. There's that. And then is there a manure pile somewhere? Manure pile, manure pile, manure pile. I mean, this is where you put it. Assuming. Where would you do? Oh, right here. Oh, that's cool. So it just piles up the manure along the side. Oh, neat. I like it. Alright, let's jump in here. Let's get all these up and running real fast, and then we'll fast forward time and we'll look at all of the pallets from the beautiful greenhouses. So cardboard, pallets, compost, water, you get the gist. You know what's going on. Are there light switches? I'm curious to see if these light up. See a light switch? Does anybody see a light switch? See one. What's this over here? It'd be funny if there's just like one tiny little light switches. I want to see if these animate. I don't see anything spraying over there. Do you guys? No. The only thing we saw moving was like that compost master thingy that that shreds the old plants. Alright. Come on. Work, fingers. Work. Work, work, work. Alright. I spent a lot of money getting these things up and running. Took a lot of money. Now, let's go ahead and let's fast forward time real quick. Let's fast forward just through the night. Let's just go ahead and do it. And make sure nothing weird breaks. Leasing, property maintenance, only $774. Not very expensive. Each one of these have a daily cost, I'm pretty sure. $10 a day, $1 a day, you know, different things like that. So, not too bad. Let's fast forward till morning, and you can see the production, or how well our efforts were. Alright, so here we are on morning. Let's go back over here real quick and test our theory on the apple pallets. I'm just gonna spawn 3 at a time. There you go. Yep. Yes, I was hoping. Oh, that's neat. If you click, if you left click next to the tree, it'll show you where to put stuff. And I'm assuming. Let's try this here. Okay, no, you're going to have to move the pears to the boards. Because if you put it there, it takes up the spawn spots. Alright, cool. That's excellent. Alright, we know what those pallets look like. You can see them here. Spawn a couple more. Oh, you can spawn up to 6 here. 6 pallets. There you go. Frame rate is still in the 60s. Still great. It drops a little bit here. A lot of pallets there. A lot of models being rendered. I didn't see these get animated at all. There's your biomass that you would scoop up. Scoop up or belt off. Either way. Let's go in here and spawn some tomatoes. Tomato pallets. Just your basic pallet. You know. Nothing super fancy, but we got 5,000 liters per pallet. Over here to the watermelons. Got the watermelon pallets here. Sorry, I'm smashing my keyboard. These are pretty cool. I like the way those look. It looks, I mean, because where the tomatoes just look, you know, kind of generic, these actually look like real 3D watermelons. Very cool. Very nicely done there. Let's look at the salad. And there it is. Again, kind of 3D rendered. Very cool. 60 frames. Frames are getting chewed up a little bit when I look over there at the orchards. Not too bad. Alright. Again, and this will be pretty much probably the exact same palette that the other one is. So you can spawn way more. 12 at a time. And there they all are. So you would definitely need a forklift or telehandler to get all this stuff out. There's the pallets. Here is your biomass to turn into compost. And that's it. That is all, folks. Like I said, you know what I didn't do? I didn't look at these at night. I did not look at these at night. I mean, our sawmill is done. It's full. That's what it's saying. It's saying we can't put any more out. Look at all these pallets. There's tons of them. I want to look at this stuff at night real quick to see how well it lights up. 2300. It's the middle of the night. It's 11 p.m. So you have some lights. These buildings have lights here. There's no lights in the greenhouses at all, though. So I was hoping there'd be some kind of lighting, but I guess not. No lighting in these greenhouses either. Nothing I could find. I may be just missing it. Maybe something you guys find, but I may be missing it. I don't see any. But yeah, that's it. And that is it, guys. That is, by BD Modding, the Forest Pack, the Production Pack Forest, and Production Pack Fruit and Vegetable. And then this little pack, the add-ons and the compost come with this fruit pack. So it's kind of 3 packs in one. Really, really nice mods. Sorry this video took too long. 45 minutes I've been talking. But we looked at all these different placeables. I mean, you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I mean, you got all the bunkers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, 18 different placeables, plus the bunker, plus the extra pallets and the extra add-ons. Very, very nice pack. Of course, you do need global company script activated for this to work. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry I ranted for so long. You can fast forward to the important parts and skip my talking. It won't bother me one bit. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, guys. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Thanks for watching. See you later.